welcome again. I wanted to share with you today some of my previous work I have stashed in a couple of those, I don't know what they're called, folders. I kept them just to hopefully come back to it and see if I progressed in anything, if there's anything I like, if there's anything I want to move forward with. But these are some of my bits from different courses. I did like a watercolor course for ages and ages and a long time ago. But I'll tell you as we go on, because it's more interesting as you can see the pieces. This is the watercolor of the cat. I was quite happy with that one, I remember. This was kind of copy of my favorite illustrator, Alison J. I wanted to copy that to see if I can recreate this style, and that was in 2019. So it's a good idea to put dates on those so you can see exactly when you did that. This is the Paddington Bear I did for my son, and it says 4 miles from mummy 2018. It's really cute. I think I took that picture of Pinterest. This is the watercolor of chicken, and I was pretty happy with that. I didn't like some of those gradations here, but I was generally happy. Oh, okay, that one hasn't got a date. There are some trials. So this one I wanted to turn into digital, kind of his vest. Wanted the vest to be done on a computer somehow. That was one of the early ones from my art club, from my watercolor club. And so was this. I am not a fan of painting those flowers in detail. I'd rather do more like an impression. And that one again, I think I tried on different paper. This one twice. I often do that. Just see if I can improve immediately after drawing one. It's a good exercise. Oh, these are quite sweet. I forgot I've done that. I think that was meant to be some digital background or something like that. Very delicate. I think that was supposed to be a digital image to put a newborn in, but it didn't quite work out. I was not good at drawing at that point. I'm not sure if I am at this point, but that was supposed to be some sort of digital backdrop as well. There's so many trials. I think that was supposed to be used for a digital backdrop. I'm a photographer as well, and I did create some digital backdrops that were then later printed out, or they can be used to insert image in. Field of lupins. I think that was one of the first in my watercolor club. Shame it hasn't got date. I remember going to those classes and trying so hard, trying my best. Yeah, 2018. This one, that was the beginning of a watercolor class, and trying so very hard every week, putting absolutely everything. And if I was not happy with the result, I was so upset. And it didn't have to be like this. It was so much pressure. That was just from one of the books about watercolors. That was one of the exercises. This was from the watercolor class as well. I quite like how the sky turned up in here. It was wet on wet and some masking fluid. To be fair, it wasn't a bad course at the beginning, because we did learn some techniques. There was loads of work here, guys. This was the one of the books as well, the same as that. This one, really nice. Emma Block, I think it's called. Emma or Emily, I always mix those two names. That was from the watercolor class as well. Sometimes if there was Christmas coming up, we would do kind of Christmas topic as well. I'm trying to paint feathers. I remember how hard that was. It's just because you have to have such a thin brush, and mine was only very, very thick. I was trying to imitate some illustrations I've seen online. Lots of trial and error. What is nice? Oh, desserts. Quite like that donut. And a bus. So random. Ducky. Quack quack. I'll get more out in my hand. Tractor. More flowers. And this is from the watercolor class. I'm using the masking fluid. Now maybe I should try to do it again, like years after, if I could improve that. Oh, these feathers are way, way better than the previous ones. Kind of cracked the code. I was persevering, trying. And some more feathers. Not so sure about these. Just needs a little bit of delicate touch with those and delicate strokes. Birds. They're quite stubby on my picture. This is a portrait of my dog, one of my dogs, Lola, who is no longer with us, sadly. I should have probably go over and over more to get more darker spaces, because there's still lots of white showing through and there shouldn't. So it's quite unfinished. Now this is a spectacular spot. It's a place not far from here. It's actually a church in the middle where it used to be a village. So now what it's left, it's only a church left and then nothing else. It's very spooky feeling, that one. And actually I went to visit after I drew that, I painted that in the class. I thought I really want to visit that place. I think it's very, very different. Beautiful kind of plants all around. Yeah, I enjoy that one. I don't even remember painting that at all. Oh my gosh. Nice paper. Was I given this paper? I'm not sure. Because that looks like arches. Ooh, that's pastels, but mucky mess. What is that? Just really odd. Although I do like some textures now. Not a right paper for it, not stored the right way, sadly. That was from the arts class as well. On the back sometimes I would write down what sort of colours combination I would mix. So little cocktails, drinks, quite cute. And this is quite a special one, guys, because this one comes from almost 20 years ago. This is one of my first one. Oh my gosh, obviously I was painting and drawing when I was younger, but when I came to England, I really wanted to do art, but obviously I had to work and do all the grown-up stuff. But how lovely it is to keep such an old piece. And look at this guy here, look like some sort of chimp. Oh, 19 January 2003. So yeah, a year after I came to UK with next to nothing. These are, I think these are for my backdrop stuff. And trying marks like that. But it's good to practice that. Every work teaches you something. Wow, I didn't remember that at all. Nice little blueberries. Good paper. Oh, I really wanted to do that. I cannot do people very well. You're gonna figure it out. Look at that shape of a face. But the concept was to make like a nice gradient, deep water, and someone swimming on the top, like, you know, a bit like a life. Okay, I think this was acrylics, and I tried to do something for backdrops as well. And it's nice to practice acrylics actually on paper rather than canvas, because that's all it takes, that space, and you're not afraid to mess up your canvas. So that's awesome. Oh, quite nice actually. I'll have to come back to this technique. There's some more backgrounds. Oh, this one ended up as background. I honestly couldn't paint or draw, but I so desperately wanted to create my own line of backdrops. They all changed now because it's all AI. And this is, does anyone remember this gentleman? Mr. Tambo. Oh my goodness. It used to be my son's favourite character on CBeebies. Oh, this is ugly. What was I thinking? Horrible. I don't know. It's just, ugh. Yucky. Yucky, yucky. Just at home, I think I was doing that one. Oh, that's nice. I started experiment with ink here. That was for class as well. The good thing about classes is that it motivates you, because obviously you want to produce nice work so everyone else can say, oh, well done. And then also you want to, you just go every time, so you automatically will improve. This is a little whippet dog sitting in the cafe, I think, something like that. We were given that image. Again, that hasn't got a date. I wasn't thinking that would be a good idea to paint. I think that's the one I painted with my mum. I wanted to spend some time with her in 2020. That's something cute for Christmas. I like this cutesy style, but obviously my the way I did it is not what I had in my head. I tried hard. It's here, okay. Some more flowers. So you always have some mixture to do. That's the castle. I have no idea where from. Oh, I did like that one. I was very pleased with myself with doing this one. It has kind of like a gouache feel, like people blocking those bits, and they're doing darker, medium and highlight, and it has that style, and I really like that one. I remember being super happy with that. So, you know, when from time to time you hit a mini jackpot when you think, yes, it's going somewhere. Oh gosh, I remember working so hard on this in detail, and I don't think I'll be working in the same way ever again. I like to do it like mixed media mess. Now I don't like this labored process. These are some conkers. We did them in the class. That was like a winter scene. Now I know a little bit better about gesture, about the human figure. I quite like how I did those plants, that foliage in the background in a very faint way. That's nice. I learned something there. Oh, I remember this caused me so much trouble, these figures. I was, oh that was a nightmare, making their faces. And oh, what is that? I just always made them a bit cartoony. Oh yeah. I was very proud of that one, just as proud as this cockerel. So you can see my chest going up. Yeah, I did that. Oh yeah, I was working hard on this one as well. So I have to say, hand on heart, I always gave 100% whenever I was given the assignment to do, and I never said, oh, I'm not doing this because it's the, I don't know, topic I don't do. I always tucked in and wanted to try. So this is 2020. That's where I was going to when I was doing my work. And now a little blast from the past, another one from 2001, from a very long time ago. Gosh, oh my god, look at that. So pastel paper, these are watercolors, of course, and some pastel highlights. I had no idea what I was doing. I just looked at the picture, wanted to do the best I could. Well done. And this was as well from the same period of time, and this was just a random street, and I think these were oil pastels, which are hard to work with at the time. I had no idea what I was doing. Some more from my watercolor class. Oh yes, this was one of the jackpots moment. I really enjoy that one. It was some sort of golf player. I was very happy with that one. It was an easy pose. This is a portrait of our family. I started enjoying kind of like a children illustration style. Did those characters as myself, and now 2 dogs. No date. That was one of the beginner watercolor class. That was good fun. And so was this. Quite like how we experimented here with the grass little bit. That was a good one. Oh yeah, that was one of the oldie ones. Paintings. I did a lot of classes. Goodness me. That was from the class as well. I was quite pleased with that. And then I managed to do one on tablet as well. Picture, the same image from the same photograph. Bosom, which is not far from us. Little village. You have to be careful in the Bosom when you park your car, because the tide comes in and you can be flooded. And this is from class as well. And I remember this was one of Beatrix Potter's illustration, and obviously I didn't took it like delicate enough. I took it a bit heavy-handed, so it hasn't got that charm. But I was really chuffed to see those changes of watercolor. I was so happy just to see that, and that might be one of the very first ones from the watercolor class. I remember just getting rid of that masking fluid. That was magic. And when the colors and when everything dried and those dog bits, I was so happy. I remember those emotions. That was 2020. That's when I started taking fundamentals and drawing by myself. I mean, with the classes online. That was another fundamental from, I believe there's on Skillshare and Udemy. It's the same class. It's a really good one. Oh, that's nice. I forgot about that. It's a little landscape. I think that was for backdrops. Who would like a backdrop like that? Seriously, lady. And there's another one, and that was with pastels. That's where I started experimenting. Quite like the effect of a little highlights. So that was good fun. I need to try that again. Oh, this is pastel, but I kept it in wrapper because they are such a nightmare to store. And that's 2020. That was the time when I was drawing by myself, and that was, I believe, from YouTube tutorial. You can do so much on YouTube, and that was pastels, and I really like how it turned out. Actually, the delicate textures and how nicely you can do that atmospheric perspective where things are very, very gentle at the back. What else we have here? Oh, that's just an empty page. Oh, this is better. That's another meant to be a backdrop with kind of seaside, I mean, underwater stuff. Balloons made with pastels get beautiful effects. Oh, that was with pastels as well. And then I kind of lost interest. I was drawing all those flowers very unified, and then I thought, oh, that's it. Can't be bothered to finish that. I remember how laborious that was. An apple again. Apple, drawing in different techniques, watercolor pencils. That was just watercolors. Why didn't I combine both? That would be a good idea. That's what I do now. These are slightly bigger. So this is a landscape A3, I think. Arches Burberry paper. And you can see it's very, very loose, very, very much like just the beginning of a painting, to be honest. There could be much more to it, but like I said, I'm not keen on that style anymore. But never say never. That was just some sort of beginning of something. Oh, I forgot about that. That's a nice, strong, brave, bold, crazy colours. Probably somewhere in Spain or Italy. Oh, these are some of the... When I did my fundamentals, when I started doing that. Can you see? Yeah, that's it. Just his head cuts here. One of the pictures probably from internet. Just to practice perspective. And that's what will really accelerate your growth. This is my son. He looks nothing like that. But I quite like to mix those marks here with a pencil. That's really fun. And this is, I had to put a little post-it note because this lady is actually in negligee. She is not dressed. And that's one of the recent ones, I'm embarrassed to say. And that was from the live lesson we had from March 24. We had a models coming and pose for us nude. Amazing experience. I can tell you more about that in a different video. And here is one of the teacher on Skillshare, I believe. Fantastic. And I love that style. I definitely would love to do more paintings in this style. This is just acrylics. It would be wonderful to work with oils in that sort of style. So I will definitely revisit that. Okay, maybe one more here and then I'm going to do part 2. This is one of my acrylic paintings from the very, very beginning, guys. It's just really bad. But, you know, I kept it because I want to remind myself that you start somewhere. You move forward. You are not born with a pencil or brush in your hand. And you do progress. You get better. It's inevitable. If you do something and practice and learn from it, you will improve. Okay, I'm gonna stop here and I'm gonna move to the part 2, so it's not too long video.